Dear friends, welcome to Kathayein. Our story for today is titled Ill Effects of Sinful Bread. Now, by ill effects of sinful bread, I mean your means, how you get your money and how you get your food and how you get your bread is very important in life. Now, in this connection, let me take you through a story of Mahabharata. When Pandavas had achieved their victory in the Great War, they came back and then they took, then Yudhishthir took permission of Lord Krishna to go and visit Bhishma Pitamah, who was lying on a bed of arrows. He was injured and he was in deep pain, but he was not letting his soul move out of his body because he was waiting for a particular period called Uttarayan, that is the northward movement of the sun in the celestial sphere. So he was actually waiting for that particular period to come so that he could leave his soul and he could leave his body and his soul could get liberated. And during that period he was in deep agony. So Krishna allowed Yudhishthir to go along with his brothers, and of course Yudhishthir also took his chief queen Draupadi for this particular meeting. So when they reached there, after doing the pranam and paying respects, Yudhishthir requested Bhishma Pitamah to give him certain sermons about life, and they all surrounded Pitamah and they were waiting for Pitamah to start his sermons. And gradually in pain, Bhishma Pitamah started with the various ashrams of life. Now by various ashrams, it is meant that the various phases of life, and thereafter he even started covering the king's responsibility towards his subjects. So when he was teaching, when he was sermonizing about all these particular things, at one point Draupadi laughed at Bhishma Pitamah. Now this was very unusual. She couldn't stop and she just laughed at a particular point. So Bhishma Pitamah was a little aghast, and the Pandavas were a little surprised. They just didn't know why Draupadi had laughed. And immediately Bhishma Pitamah stopped and he said to Draupadi, "Putri, please tell me, why have you laughed? What made you laugh?" Draupadi said, "Pitamah, I am extremely sorry. I should not have laughed, and please forgive me and please carry on." Bhishma Pitamah said, "No, Putri, a daughter-in-law of your stature who comes from such a big family and who knows so much cannot just laugh out of nothing. There has to be a particular reason as to why you have laughed. So please tell me that reason." Now in all of this, Bhishma Pitamah's pain and agony had also increased. So Draupadi said that, "Pitamah, there is nothing very significant I wanted to convey through my laughter, but it just happened. But since you are insisting, and I cannot refuse you because I respect you so much that I just cannot refuse your orders, I would like to tell you that the laughter was because of the reason that when I was being disrobed by Dushasan in Kuru's court, at that point in time, you are giving such big sermons about religion, about king, about their subjects, about the dharma. But all of this, not even a speck of this was seen when Dushashan was trying to disrobe me in Kuru Sabha. So that made me feel that you knew nothing about dharma during that period, and all of this dharma and the theology you are trying to teach right now is you have learnt only now while lying in this bed of arrows. So that made me laugh. And I'm sorry about it. I should not have done that. So please forgive me. And after this, she went quiet. But this kind of unsettled Bhishma, he was upset and he didn't know what to do and what to say. He went quiet for a moment, and then in deep agony and deep pain, he started. He says, Putri, Draupadi, you need not say sorry, because what you've said is absolutely right. And let me tell you the reason why I did not speak at that moment when Dusashan was trying to disrobe you. The reason is, I knew all of my dharma, I knew righteousness, I knew dharma gyan, everything I knew. But I was having the bread of Duryodhana, which was polluted. Duryodhana was into all kinds of wrongs in life, and I was consuming the bread that he was giving. So with that, even my mind had got polluted. But in this war, when Arjun now has pierced me with so many arrows that I am lying on a bed of arrows, all that blood has gone out of me. It has seeped out, and with that, all that mist has also gone away from me. And now my mind has started thinking afresh, because again that dharma has come back to me, or rather it is spurning in me, which was not the case earlier. So what you've said is absolutely right. It is not very important, rather it is very important for a person to see how he is getting his day-to-day in life. So friends, this is the story of Mahabharata, and the moral message that it conveys is, it is not very important to have what you want in life. Rather, you must see the means from where you are getting what you want in life. So whether it is money, whether it is food, whether it is your intellectual thirst, whatever is there in this particular life, you need to see from where it is coming, and that is extremely important. So friends, if you've liked this particular story, kindly share it. Kindly also subscribe to our channel. Soon we'll come out with another story. Till then, goodbye.